Okay, it's May the 2nd, it's 10 to 1 p.m. It's sunny out, although there's a fog in the Humber Bay area. There's been a fog every day since the last time I made a video. And it's a daily routine that there's a fog in that area. And it's not a natural fog. There's a rod in the trees right there. This is a line of orb clusters, and they're in a line formation. This one is vertical. Most of the time you see them in a horizontal line formation, and this one is vertical. It's one of many. And it's made strictly out of organisms, as are the rest of those branches there that appear to be branches, but they're black orbs in a line formation, vertically arranged, just like that white one. And you can see them moving the tree out of the way. That's not just wind, because it's not windy out. They move the entire tree because the tree is just them. They don't want that on camera. And that's how they make the trees around here. They replace them. And all those black things on the tree are large insect type entities that are not from this planet. They're hard to see because they're interdimensional, and they also create this biofog that makes you unable to penetrate it and see them. The insect is a black wasp, and there's a great deal of them in that area, on that tree, and below that tree there's a wooded area all around the place, and it's just infested with them. They're breeding in that area. And unfortunately, because of that fog, I can't get a clear shot of the insect itself. But those are not leaves or anything else. They're bugs, but not from Earth. So some of those could be clusters of them, like a whole bunch of them arranged in a cluster. And if you see a smaller one, then it's an individual organism. But they're all the same types of organisms. There are white ones and there are black ones. The black ones, there's one that just flew by. The black ones are adult, and the white ones are either juvenile or larva or grub form. They're not adult. And that entire area is just infested with those things. I'm going to try and move that over so I could get that in. So that's not a part of the tree. And that entire tree is just covered in them. So are all the trees in that area. And all that fog is just more of them. They're all over the place. In the air, in the lake below, on the ground, on the trees. everywhere. You can clearly see that that's not part of the tree, and it just doesn't belong there. And that entire tree is just infested with them, and they made a home there. Look how many there are. They're all over the place. And those are clusters. That's not just single organisms. The other thing I wanted to look at is all the fog and where it's coming from. It's coming right from there. That area there, with those three stacks. And that's where all that fog is being produced from, and it's being concentrated in the entire area. It just hangs in the air. It's just masses and masses of these organisms in the air. That's what's creating that fog, so you can't see anything. I mean, just look how thick that fog is. And it's bright and sunny everywhere else in the city. It's the only area that's always covered like that in fog. It has nothing to do with natural conditions. There's no reason for it. As you can see on the left side of the frame there on top of that building, somebody just built a fence the other day there so that I wouldn't be able to see past that building and the area of the dish over here where I filmed that big wasp swoop by and pick some orbs up off the tower. I mean off the dish and the tower there. But they didn't build it high enough. They'll have to put up a cyclone fence to get in my way. But right there in that tree there too, you can see the same black organisms. They're in every tree around here. You can see them right there on that top branch. There's just more of them. And they're not only black. They could be assuming the color of green leaves, or whatever the color the greens happen to be, the leaves happen to be, or they could be assuming the just white orb color and shape. But right there, you can see the orbs. You can see that the tree is just organisms. That's nothing to do with leaves. And there's the black cluster right there. And that's an insect. It's not from Earth, but it's